Welcome to SCCSC. Today, we're going to look into the empty mind of a Sov Cit who demands over $1 billion from the court. After that, we're going to play How Crazy Can They Get when we see a man who thinks he's running for president get arrested. And lucky for you guys, in between that, I'm going to talk just a little bit about myself. Now, before the first video, I want to give a huge thanks to all of you guys for helping us get over that 500 sub mark. I only can imagine what would happen if we made it to 1,000 subs. You know what to do. Anyways, let's jump straight to the courtroom where a Sov Cit has prepared an entire novel of demands to read to the judge. Let's get to it.
If you assure me that you got it and getting all those things you want to represent yourself, I have to give you that right, and I will. And then you can share with me what your issues are. Okay? You ready to work it that way?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right. Mr. Pierce, please tell me how old you are.
41 years old.
How far did you go in school?
11th grade.
All right. Did you ever get your GED?
Yes, sir.
When did you get your GED?
2017.
Excellent. Are you able to read English?
Yes, sir.
I know you can write in English because I got these, and you actually mailed me something that
Yeah, I wrote you a letter.
about 200 pages long. All right, so you can read and write, and you can speak English. Have you ever worked before?
Yes, I had several jobs.
Tell me what kind of work you've done before.
I worked for Dollar Tree when I got arrested. I worked there for Airmark. I worked there for the Move State in North Carolina. I have my own landscaping business. I have my own record label. I worked at McDonald's, Burger King,
Wendy's, Carl Jr., White Castle, Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell.
You've had a bunch of jobs. Got it. All right, that's helpful to know. I appreciate you sharing that. Have you gone to law school?
I haven't gone to law school, but I have practiced, not practiced, I've been studying law.
You've been studying the law. Tell me how you've studied that.
Just reading, researching different case laws, sending out different statutes and codes and things of that nature.
Sure. Has all of your legal study been while you've been in jail, or have you also done legal study when you were out?
Both in and out.
Okay.
By the way, I've met a lot of guys like this before, and if they didn't have a history of going to jail and being part of the legal system, they would not give a shit about law.
Got it. Have you ever watched an entire criminal trial before, start to finish?
I done been to trial before.
So you've watched one then?
Yes.
Okay. What was that trial about?
Armed robbery. The 10 years I just did for armed robbery.
So you were charged with armed robbery,
Yeah.
and that case went to trial.
Yes, sir.
So you were there from jury selection all the way through verdict.
To closing argument. I stopped before closing arguments and took 10 years.
Oh, you pled guilty.
Yeah, I
Got it.
tried right before they were finna come out for closing argument.
So you've seen 95% of a trial.
Yes, sir.
All right. You ever watched a trial on TV?
Yes, sir.
What kind of trial?
What that movie that's so called? Law and Order.
Okay, you've seen that kind of stuff. So you've seen the made-for-TV stuff.
Right.
But you've been in a real one. You were a participant in a real trial.
Yes, sir.
How long ago was that trial?
2016.
Where?
Here.
Fulton County.
Yes, sir.
Who was your lawyer?
Kevin Farm. He's a judge now.
He is. That's a
Yeah.
small world.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever represented yourself in a criminal or a civil case before?
No, I haven't.
Well, thank God he worked at Dollar Tree then. That should come in handy for the legal proceedings. Now, as I joke about this, we have to be a little bit serious here because look at the situation. This guy did 10 years of armed robbery, right? And let's see what he's up for currently.
Let me tell you what you're charged with in the indictment. Count 1 charges you with murder, and it alleges that you and Mr. Baker shot and killed Samuel Curtis Harris Jr. That's count 1. Counts 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all, and 7 and 8 are all what we call felony murder, which is you and Mr. Baker caused the death of Mr. Harris by being involved in a different crime: attempted robbery, armed robbery, aggravated assault, being a convicted felon, and having a firearm.
So yeah, I'm going to make fun of this guy. I'm going to call him a dumbass, all that stuff. But this is a very serious situation here. And of course, innocent until proven guilty, right? We can agree on that. But it's just kind of weird actually how leisurely and relaxed this guy is when his life is actually on the line.
So the thrust of it is, the allegation is you and Mr. Baker robbed Mr. Harris and shot him, and he died as a result of that. That's what you're charged with. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Do you understand that if
I'm not a United States citizen.
well, I'm not trying to trick you. Were you born in the United States?
I'm not a United States citizen. I'm a American state national.
Okay. Tell me where you were born.
I was born at Grady Hospital.
All right, a Grady baby. That's all I need to know. There are a bunch of questions I can skip if you were born at Grady Hospital. Do you understand that in almost every instance, self-representation, you being your own lawyer, is a bad idea?
Well, this definitely wouldn't be the first bad idea this motherfucker's had or acted on.
That's personal opinion, right?
It is a personal opinion. I'm giving you my opinion. I think it's a bad idea. Do you understand, and this is something we've already talked about, but it's important we cover it again, your ability to investigate this case and do legal research will be very limited by the fact that you're choosing to represent yourself and you're stuck in jail. You got that? You appreciate that's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But it's a disadvantage you're willing to eat.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Pierce, do you want to represent yourself, at least for now, in this case, understanding that the only way you can undo that is by saying, I hired someone. Here's this lawyer for me, because otherwise you're telling me, no, I got this. You understand that?
Yes.
And do you want to represent yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that I'm an American state national, which is a private American. I'm here on a special appearance to administer the affairs of the All Caps Trust. I am the living man, Ricky DeMond Pierce, and not the All Caps Legal Fishing Corporation or dead entity. I stand on the land and soil jurisdiction, and that's the highest jurisdiction on the man. This is my oral request of me changing the court's jurisdiction over me here today. I have not contracted with the court in any kind of way, and I don't plan on contracting with the court in the near future. Those who continue to operate after this notice will be liable for prosecution for fraud and breach of oath. It is imperative that all government workers comply with this directive. Failure to adhere may result in serious notice of violation of the Landman Act, attempted attachment and seizure of unregistered trademarks, Title 15, Section 1125, 8th, and Electoral at Large Act, Title 12, Section 411. K. Notice of violation of the Geneva Conventions by the United States Department of Defense.
Mr. Pierce, Mr. Pierce, I'm going to just pause you for 1 second. You were on K. How many letters? I want to make sure
I'm
you're almost done, because we're getting into international stuff, and that's getting a little far afield.
All right. 2, private easements fee schedule. Penalty for private use, $250,000. Damages as set forth herein times 3, for a total of all damages added to a 3 times the damage for primitive and other additional damages, for a total of $1,019,631,000 US dollars.
Now, I would never actually pain any of you to sit there and watch the entire extended monologue that this guy goes through, but it is fucking horrible. And in it, he claims that they owe him $75,000 per hour for him being in jail and in custody. He's out of his mind. This is one of the crazier dudes I've seen to actually think that he would get these things. And the fact that he sat in his cell and wrote up these 200 pages, maybe counseling?
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Abadi, what do we have from the state?
So on the last issue you just, or Mr. Pierce just raised, I don't believe the jail does that anymore. The USB and the or CD, they just don't allow that kind of what they would call contraband at this point. So we can ask, or he can ask obviously, but just for efficiency purposes, I think.
Start with the law library. Just see the law library still do it.
You should ask, but don't be disappointed if the answer is no. I think there were issues with, a USB drive is so small and it ends up in someone's pocket, and then it's on the 7 North, and I'm not saying you did.
Is it part of me possible I ain't got to tell it. They can stick it in, sit there, watch with me to watch the whole video.
You tell him if you can sell it and make him do it, that's great. I'm not saying no. It's not my call. It's not his call. I appreciate everyone's patience. Mr. Pierce, we'll get you back here either because you filed something we need to talk about, or it's time for you to look at the digital discovery. But you file what you want to file, and I promise you we'll work through it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, deputies. You can take Mr. Pierce back.
Thank God that's over. Now, before we move on to the wannabe president getting arrested, more of a little bit of humor, I wanted to talk a little bit about myself. I started this channel just a little bit ago because I, like many of you, were obsessed with these videos. I kept watching auditors, First Amendment auditors, Sov Cits, or just any crazy court situation. And now with body cams and kind of the pervasiveness of cameras everywhere, there's something every single day for us to watch. I'm also kind of like a scientific skeptic, and I do like law. I'm interested in it. And I do kind of understand that there are many formal rules that are part of this. And so seeing these Sov Cits, seeing these type of people in these situations, it's kind of ridiculous, but I guess it's a growing trend in our society. Personally, I also used to have my own run-ins with the law. I have been to jail a few times. I did a month or two in prison. And the one thing I'll say about that is that drugs are bad, okay? But you know what? That was a while ago, and I've improved my life since then, and to me, I am a successful person nowadays. But for a while, I wanted to do this channel, and I had it in the back of my head, and I knew I could do it. And all it took was me getting up and actually getting on the computer and doing it week in and week out. And now it's pretty routine. And I'm hoping that you guys can just grow this with me, because this has been such an awesome and rewarding project, and all the feedback, the comments, everything has been, it means a whole lot to me. So yeah, let's keep this show on the road, guys. Anyway, let's move on to this video about the president, or the wannabe president.
There's nothing wrong, you guys! What the hell?
No, don't worry. Shh. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
We must get home tomorrow! I wanted it there!
Hey, don't worry, everybody. Congress will know.
What's the
Don't
word
worry.
about?
Don't worry.
I know! What's the word about?
Don't worry. I'm all right now. If I end up dead tonight,
No,
it's
you better
done.
not!
I know. Everybody knows. I'm going to ask for a lawyer. All right, everyone. I gotta go.
What do you guys do?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
I think this guy didn't take enough mental health days when he worked a day job. He was on his Facebook before this. Here's the deal. He's on his Facebook, and he put out a warrant for certain police officers in the town. I think he said he would pay $2 to $5 million to have these police officers taken care of. You know, if you're going to do that stuff, go to the dark web. Actually, don't go to the dark web. Don't do that. But don't write it on your Facebook, for fuck's sake.
No problem. No problem.
We'll have to march him all the way down the street. Hey, Eric, we're going to have him pull the car up. So
Oh,
we're not
that's
marching you all the way down
fine.
the street, okay?
That's fine. Sure.
We'll explain everything to you.
Oh no, I want a lawyer right now.
That's fine.
I want a lawyer right now.
You can make some phone calls when we get to the station, okay?
That I want a lawyer.
What station?
Fox Lake.
And then they're gonna take me to McHenry, Lake County.
Correct.
I know. I want my lawyer.
Okay, that's fine.
So don't worry, okay, hon?
I love you.
I love you too.
Do you need any phone numbers? Or do you have your phone with you that you can
I don't
get
have
phone
no
numbers
phone
from?
on me.
Do you need to get phone numbers from
No,
your
I
phone?
don't need no phone
your
number.
attorney?
No. I'll ask for an attorney in front of the judge.
Okay, that's fine.
Right now, I want an attorney.
Right now, I want attorney. Like, bro, do you want attorney or do you want an attorney? Figure your shit out.
They're just mad because I was arresting them for cover-up, corruption, attempted murder, planning the plot to kill the next president of the United States, Mr. Wallach. They're trying to keep me quiet. November is next month. This is what they do to a presidential candidate. They're imprisoning me. I'm a POW, folks. Make sure Congress is notified. It's okay. I'm all right, folks. God bless you guys. God bless America. And when this comes out, the truth will be known. on the chief of police on Fox Lake and everyone else who's involved. Goodbye, everyone. It's okay, honey. Love ya. Love you.
Thanks for coming out without a problem, man. We appreciate that.
Lawyer.
I've got count 'em, 3 recommendations for this guy. Zoloft, Seroquel, therapy.
You know you're going to be looked at, don't you? You and your chief and everybody else trying to kill people. Yeah, that's what I thought. You better keep quiet. You think you guys will get away with this? I hope this is being recorded in here. And you guys will be caught for tapping in our phones, too. You guys will be caught. I'm taking everybody down that's corrupted. Don't you want to talk? What do you have to hide, officer? This is why dirty cops like you will be taken down, just like Kelly Robin, the representative of the 2nd Congressional District. She'll be going down too, just like the 2 McHenry County judges, just like the prosecutors out of the McHenry County Courthouse who framed Michelle Leader. You heard about that, didn't you, officer? No, you're shaking your head no. Why don't you want to talk about it, officer?
I don't know about it.
Yeah, you do. You investigate people, don't you? All right, then. Talk. Kidnapped her. You know who she is. My fiancée. Of course you do. Don't act stupid. And raping her? You know about that. Detective Christopher Murphy? Detective Rick Tinsley?
Detective Wackadoo Boogie, and my favorite, Detective Pink Elephant.
I'll be the one that's laughing. You should be happy I'm taking down corruption. But you're a dirty cop, you don't care. The American people will. They're gonna find out the truth.
Look, buddy, I'm really sorry, but we're all still looking for the truth. Look, this guy's a total fucking shit show. Let's just hope that he never runs for president ever again. Oh, no. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for joining me. It's about time for me to get to bed. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I've got to be up for work in like 8 hours. So, you know what? I appreciate everyone, as I always say. Make sure, of course, you do the trifecta, the like, comment, subscribe, all 3. I mean, if you want to. Everything's been going well with this channel, and I just wanted to say thanks again, which I'll do in every video, to all my fans, all my followers, all my viewers, and everyone that just stopped by to say hi. This has been SCCSC, and court is now adjourned.
Let's go, let's move side to side.